Welcome back to another edition of Comics History Guy's Comic Book Review. We're looking at the Batman Eternal series again. This is number 12. This is a book that kind of brings all the different threads, the different subplots of the Batman Eternal series together in one book, not concluding them because there's a lot more issues to go, but just kind of touching on everything and kind of reminding us that there's connections between everything. So one thing I would very happy to mention before we get into some more details is that the art of this issue is quite good. It is drawn by Michael Janin, and the art of the past few issues has been very spotty with sub-quality work by sub-quality artists. This art is pretty good. This captures what the characters are supposed to look like. So, touching on the different threads of the Batman Eternal storyline, we have, of course, the gang war between Carmine Falcone and the Penguin. We have the police who are trying to figure out what's going on, the honest police, Jason Bard, Maggie Sawyer, Harvey Bullock. We have Commissioner Gordon, of course, who's still in jail because he supposedly caused the death of a lot of people. They'll actually give a number here later on. And, of course, Jim Gordon is a man of strong ethics. He's basically telling Batman, do not even try and break me out. Similar situation in the 70s. Captain America was in jail in Marvel, of course, and he resisted being broken out of jail because, of course, he stood for law and order. Anyway, more threads. So here we have Red Robin. We have Harper Row. We have who lives in the Narrows, and of course they're involved in this whole techno-virus issue, which I think has a very big piece later on in Batman Eternal. Red Robin visits Professor Pig. He seems to always pop up, even when he's in jail. And some technological stuff here. Then it pops over to a thread from a previous issue where Batgirl and Red Hood are in Brazil, side of the World Cup, trying to figure out what's going on with the connections to the subway incident in Gotham, which apparently is a dead end. But the art here, again, look at the facial expressions. She's mad. Of course, Red Hood, you can't really tell what he's doing. But the art here is, again, quite good. Here we have the trial of James Gordon. And, of course, then we have more characters. We have Vicky Vale trying to interview Jason Bard again. Bard is, of course, the one cop who seems to be honest. Then another thread here is the Alfred and his daughter, Julia Pennyworth. Between the different artists, I don't really know if they're going off of a tip sheet or a cheat sheet from the writers or from DC Comics, but in every issue it appears Julia's race changes. I mean, I don't really care what race she is, but I wish they would stick to one and pick one and stick to it. Here she looks like she could be African American or even Pacific Islander or even Hispanic. In previous comics, she looked like she was Asian. I don't know. Big mystery here. I guess we'll have to wait and see what the mother looks like. So, Red Robin bursts in his guise of, his real identity of Tim Drake, and almost lets loose some Bat secrets. So, speaking of Bat secrets, here's the Bat Cave. So, we're going to end it here without giving away too many spoilers, but again, dark and brooding. We see some pretty good environmental or aesthetic artwork here. Kind of goes with the mood. So again, back to Jim Gordon in jail. And he's going to be set up in a meeting with, I can't tell you who that is because it's a spoiler, but he's got a meeting with a surprise person. You. So we won't go into the details there, but there is a little bit of a spoiler, a big event there. I won't spoil it for you. So one thing about Batman Eternal that I do like, it brings back characters who haven't really been in New 52 yet. Jason Bard being one, even though he's got a different storyline. We have Julia Pennyworth, who showed up in previous Batman comics way before the New 52. We have a few others who I can't mention specifically here, because that would be giving stuff away. But we can talk about that when we talk about Batman Eternal 13. Again, the art here is superior to what we've seen in previous issues, which is kind of a backhanded compliment, but it's actually quite good in this issue. I'm happy with it. Hopefully the quality art continues. The storyline is good. My only real complaint about Batman Eternal is there's too many threads. For example, they didn't touch on the supernatural occult thread, where we have Deacon Blackfire and Jim Corrigan and all that. We didn't touch on the Joker's daughter aspect either. She showed up in one of the earlier books. So, again, it's a big mystery where this is going. But it's a pretty good ride so far. So, pick it up. Look forward to number 13. Thank you. Bye.